And as we continue our conversations at the 2025 National Association of Farm Broadcasting Convention in Kansas City, Missouri, let's talk with our friends at CLAAS. Joining us now, he is head of Central Region for CLAAS of America. Daryl Tice is with us. Daryl, it's good to talk with you. How are you, sir?
Hey, great to be here. Appreciate the time.
I want to start with, I know there's some exciting things going on with CLAAS right now. There's been some recent news out there. Some awards at Agritechnica in Germany here just announced in the last several days. We've also got a world record out there for the Jaguar, and there's been some exciting expansion in Omaha. A lot of things going on here. Get us up to speed if you can on just a few of these things.
Most certainly, and I'll start with the R&D expansion because that's really core to our DNA. We are an innovation company that was founded in 1913. By a farmer and a couple of his brothers just trying to make equipment perform better and last longer in the field. So that's really our DNA, and R&D is core to our business. And as a key part of that is we're expanding our R&D efforts in North America, specifically in Omaha. We're building a brand new state-of-the-art R&D facility, about 40,000 square feet of footprint, and about 12,000 of that being under roof. Multiple levels of certainly, of course, to take advantage of space. But the key thing that is really important is it's a focus and a continued focus to develop and bring products to the North American farmer. And that's really exciting, bringing new products, new innovations that can help farmers certainly get more done with less, but we're always trying to dial in and just get more efficient, whether that's with the machine or that's with days or hours or whatever it might be. And that's just core to CLAAS's business. So without the R&D, we wouldn't have the products, right?
Yeah.
And the products are the pure or the pure output of the R&D processes. And you talked about the Jaguar 1000. That's a new product launch for us. A very new design to how to look at the forage harvesting business that we launched in North America here in August this past summer. And just in the last week or so at Agritechnica, came away with 2 farm machine awards. The first for the actual product, the Jaguar 1000, just an amazing piece of work if you think about the engineering behind it.
Yeah.
To be able to get the throughput that comes with that. And you're right, we did a world record with that earlier this year as well. The results of that just came out recently, but obviously it was done earlier, where over a 12-hour period, being able to chop around 4,500 tons.
Wow.
Just crazy, right? So, I mean, we're averaging 375 tons an hour over a 12-hour period. But that certainly means we're spiking well above that when we're running because we're turning that machine. We're waiting for trucks at times, right? So it's just a remarkable feat in terms of the engineering prowess that comes from the CLAAS engineers and turning that into just a powerful machine in the field that customers can really move some product with.
Well, and I think about this, you mentioned the Jag and we, heard a lot about just some of the innovations that you guys have done off of previous versions and previous products and taking feedback from farmers on what they want to see in CLAAS equipment and that R&D, adding all that together and continuing to innovate and bring these new products and this new equipment to the market to try and make things easier on the farm, Daryl.
Exactly. And the neat thing about CLAAS is, we're a good size ag equipment company, but we're not so big that we lose touch of the customer base.
Yeah.
We have a lot of CLAAS employees that are out in the field with these customers. One, not only to make sure the machines are working, but 2, where are the places we can improve? And that to me is exemplified in the new Jaguar 1000 series. What was neat is several years before this product ever got to market, we had customers from the United States over in Europe, in Germany, looking at it with some of the design engineers saying, hey, here's what we're thinking about. This is going to be the scope and scale of this product. What does that mean logistically for you to be able to haul away this much product? What does it mean to your workforce? All those things had to be thought through before we brought a new product to market. Because prior to the Jag 1000, the Jaguar 990 was the best chopper on the market. And we're talking about increasing productivity 20, 30%. That's a pretty stepwise change and something we had to think through with our customers.
What other exciting products are out there for CLAAS and new announcements that have been out for a little bit, things on the horizon? I mean, looking across the company as a whole and more of that innovation and technology, what else are you excited about right now?
Well, we certainly always continue to innovate on the combine line. Launched a new combine model this year, the CLAAS Lexion 8500. Really helped us round out the horsepower range in our class 8000 series Lexions.
Yeah.
So now we go from the 8500, 8600, 87, all the way up to 8900. There's just an 8800 in there as well. And all those models are now evenly spaced out 50 horsepower in between models. So really just sets the customer up to say, hey, what's the range you want to be in?
Mm-hmm.
And the Lexion has been known for years about throughput, capacity, fuel efficiency, grain loss. It's just an amazing machine to see out in the field. And then secondly is we continue to work with customers on making sure that our tractors and our implements continue to meet their needs. Just a few years ago, we launched a four-wheel drive, large four-wheel drive, Zerion 12 is the name of that product, and it's not an articulate four-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a rigid or a fixed frame, we call it, which gives you a lot of benefits when you think about just the precision that's going on with input applications these days. Because of that rigid frame, it doesn't have that tail bar sway that you'll get with an articulate. And so when you think about maybe anhydrous applications or strip till or things like that, you just get more precision application, which, in this market is very important to customers, is how do I manage my input costs?
Mm-hmm.
So really cool stuff.
Well, and I think about this as well for producers. Saving time, money, they're looking at their ROI. We know margins are tight right now, all the things that are no secret out there. But having that innovation, that growth, that use of technology, all those things, I think is super, super important as we look forward. And I know that's a big commitment for CLAAS.
It is. And, we continue to evolve with our dealer network to support that as well. So we've got new dealerships coming in and all across the Midwest for those Corn Belt farmers. CLAAS Farm Point is one of our new dealer startups. We started in Kentucky and Indiana and have quickly expanded to Iowa and the Dakotas. So we've got locations in both Lamar's and Fort Dodge, and soon to be Atlantic, Iowa, and then in Jamestown and Devil's Lake, North Dakota, and then shortly, not too far away, in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just CLAAS Farm Point. Our existing third-party dealers are as important, if not more important than ever. Those dealers continue to step up and deliver in just amazing ways. And we're just happy to have just a great group of dealers to work with. It really becomes a people's game or a relationship game at the front line. Mm-hmm. And so having great dealers is just paramount to our success.
And it's like you mentioned earlier, it's about, keeping touch with the customer and not losing sight of that here and being that expert resource for them when they're using CLAAS equipment.
Exactly. There's, to me, always a couple elements of interacting with customers. One is certainly to solve the problem, get them back up running.
Yeah.
But maybe just as important is trying to figure out what are the needs that they have or the pain points they have that we can take back into R&D and bring back to them in the solution. Maybe it's in a year, maybe it's in 5 years, but that's always the aim, is to get better. And that's just part of who CLAAS is. We're a family-owned company. There's a lot of family farm kids in our business, and we're just all committed to just doing what we can to make customers be successful.
Well, final thoughts as we kind of close out. We've got a couple minutes here. What else would you reiterate to folks? Remind them of, as they're looking at equipment purchases, not only now, but even in the future, things like that, and working with CLAAS. What would you tell folks?
Well, it's that time of year, right? It's the end of the year, and people are looking at what's their income statement look like, what's their accountant maybe advising them to do. We've got product available for customers, and I think the one thing customers will always find with a CLAAS product is it comes with efficiency and durability. That's that German engineering mindset. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a product that's going to pay for itself time and time again. And we've got some of the best dealers in the business to help support them locally.
And of course, stop into a dealer, stop into one of the Farm Point locations you mentioned, CLAAS.com, all great ways to get started and learn more, right?
Everything can be found on CLAAS.com. Best place to start. You can get the dealer locator and certainly get a look at all the products as well.
All right. Well, we appreciate the conversation and getting us up to speed on the exciting things happening at CLAAS. Daryl Tice, head of the Central Region for CLAAS of America. Good to talk with you here at Trade Talk, sir. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you. My pleasure.